What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Average Guys Gourmet. As usual, I'm Tony Rican, and today I'm making a cool little dessert that was requested by my daughter Maddie. I'm making some salted caramel chocolate chip cookie bars. Now I know that's a mouthful to say, heck, it's a mouthful to eat, but you know these are going to be awesome. So let's just go and get started and jump right into this one. This recipe, I'm going to go ahead and start with that chocolate chip cookie dough bottom layer. For this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some butter that I've allowed to soften up and some sugar and just start to mix this together. Then I'm going to go ahead and mix in my egg. Then my flours and chocolate chip. Once it's all mixed together, what I've got is I've got an 8x11 cooking dish here that I've sprayed with some non-stick spray. I'm just going to take this and pat it into the bottom. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to pop it in my refrigerator for about, say, 20 minutes. While that's in the refrigerator, I'll go ahead and preheat my oven to 350 degrees. After 20 minutes of chilling, I'll pop this in the oven for about another 15-20 minutes. I just pulled that cookie crust out of the oven and I'm letting it cool down while I go ahead and start on my caramel layer. For this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sugar and start to melt this down. I'm going to constantly stir this as it's going. Now, once all your sugar's melted down, I'm going to add in my butter. You're going to want to be careful with this because the butter is a different temperature and this is going to want to splatter and pop, and you might burn yourself if you're not careful. Now the butter's going to want to separate. If you're constantly stirring, quickly it will melt into the caramel. And then last, I'm going to go ahead and add in my cream. Same thing, you're going to want to be careful. This is going to want to pop and splatter and bubble. And same thing, you're going to stir vigorously to make sure everything's stirred in together. After about a minute of boiling, I'm going to go ahead and add in my salt. Mix this in, then I'll turn the heat off and let this cool to room temperature. Now, once that caramel gets about room temperature, I'm going to pour it over that cookie dough layer, and then I'm going to pop that in my refrigerator overnight to let it chill and set. Good morning, everybody. Now, when those came out of my fridge, what I did is I went ahead and I cut those up into squares while they were in the baking pan. Then I took a little bit of melted chocolate and drizzled it over the top. Now, to melt that chocolate, what I did is I took some chocolate chips, I put them in a little glass bowl, put them in the microwave for 30 seconds at a time. I constantly stirred them until they were the consistency I wanted. Then, after those were all drizzled and cut, I went ahead and popped them out with a small spatula and just take a look at how these things came out. They look amazing. These are simply just great looking treats. But you know, we can't just look at how awesome these things are. We got to go ahead and give these a taste and just dig right in. These are so good. Anyone you make them for will love them. So go ahead and give these a try. like the video, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.